This video intended for educational purposes.
Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird and welcome back for another Minecraft 1.8 Snapshot. This is 14W34C with some big changes to bunnies, a new look for the killer rabbit, the removal of an old notch feature, and a window for 1.8's impending release date. So the developers are pushing to get a pre-release out anytime now, meaning 1.8 will be here before the month is over, and this will be one of the final snapshots for this update. Now the pre-release will basically be 1.8 all ready to go, but it will follow with a week of the community helping fix any crazy bugs that slip through the cracks. Then 1.8 will finally be out after 9 months of development. Exciting! So even though the devs are mostly focusing on those bug fixes and optimizations this week, we still have some major changes to talk about. Now item rendering has been sped up significantly by the Mog Miner, so now if you look at your inventory, especially if you're in creative or there's a lot of enchanted items, this won't result in the game slowing down so much. He also completely removed an older feature, the Void Fog. If I teleport down here, we are down near bedrock and you can see the Void Fog is now gone. I didn't turn it off at all. It's just gone from the game completely. This has been something that's been in the game since beta 1.8. That's about 3 years ago that it was added with the old adventure update. And that was back when Notch still worked on the game. Crazy. And I don't think even back then anyone really liked the Void Fog that much. I don't know. I usually just turn it off, but it was kind of cool if you used it right in adventure maps, or it kind of added to like spooky situations and stuff. But what do you guys think? If it helps the game run faster, that's probably for the best ultimately, but I'm sure some people will be sad that it's gone since it's been in the game for so long. Now, bunny rabbits had a lot of changes this week, for better or for worse. Their AI is now changed. You can see this guy, even if I go into survival, he won't run away from me. He's just kind of sitting here. They no longer use the Ocelot AI. They actually use the AI that's more similar to pigs and other passive mobs. So they won't run away from you. You can see they're not hopping through the air and kind of floating like they used to. They now do little tiny hops. And we'll get to that guy in a second. They do tiny little hops, and I think it's a little cuter. If you do punch them, they will kind of jump off in a bunch of different directions randomly, kind of like how pigs and different mobs like the sheep and cow and everything will run off to try to get away from you. I think their hopping looks a bit better like that. Now if you do pull out a carrot, they will go crazy and they will hop after you, and they're super fast. It's adorable and a little scary. And this is how you actually get them to breed, like you would normally, but you can no longer tame them, which is a little sad. Previously, we could tame them kind of like ocelots, but now if you just give them carrots and leave them alone, they will make little babies still. So they're a lot closer to most of the other farm animals. They're not really like pets as much anymore, which is a little sad, but I think they work a little bit better now. And having a ton of bunny pets, I don't know what their use would really be other than killing them for, you know, like most farm animals, to get their meat or whatever they drop, like their hide. So yeah, having a bunny pet was kind of a cool little thing, but again, you're not going to be taking bunnies with you on adventures because there's not really a reason to, unless you want some extra food or something that walks around with you and hops after you. So yeah, they kind of idle and move around more like normal farm animals and jump around everywhere. Now you saw the killer rabbit over here, the killer rabbit of Carbanog. It has a completely new texture, and I'm a little mixed on it. So if you remember back when this guy was teased, he had a texture that looked just like a normal white bunny, but he had blood around his mouth. Now he's just like covered in it, all over his paws and stuff. And his eyes are a little weird. If you look at a normal bunny, their eyes go upwards. You can see they have the little dot and it goes kind of up. It reminds me of Link in the original Legend of Zelda. They have those vertical eyes. But if you look at the killer bunny, he has sideways eyes and they look a little weird. That's the one change. I'm cool with them being bloody and stuff. They look more like the original inspiration in the Monty Python movie. But I would like to see that little dot on the side go back to the top like on the other ones. That's the only texture change I would make. I thought originally that they removed the blood texture because they didn't want to have blood in this game, but I guess they're okay with it because this is the new texture for him. So yeah, with that minor alteration, I think I'm cool with the killer bunny looking like that. And another change is that I didn't actually name it the killer bunny. It's just now called that when you encounter it in the game, and it won't attack you when you're in creative anymore, which is kind of nice. I can set my spawn point here, and then we'll just watch it kill me. just to finish up. It still does crazy amounts of damage and flies all over at you. It hops after you from a bit of a farther range, it looks like now, so it's a little bit more deadly. And it's no longer called the Killer Rabbit of Kerbanog or the Killer Bunny of Kerbanog. It's actually just called the Killer Bunny. So yeah, a little simpler. They kind of removed the reference to the Monty Python movie slightly, but it still has that spirit. A few bug fixes. Custom names on spiders, Enderman, and the Ender Dragon were not displayed correctly, but you can see now it floats over the spider well, and it looks good, so now you can read it. When you broke or placed blocks, or changed different block states, it wouldn't update very quickly, but now it's back to updating immediately, which is nice. And then Endermites, they were spawning from Ender Pearl throws, even if you turned mobs off, but they won't do that anymore. They will, on normal settings, they will occasionally spawn if you throw an Ender Pearl, so look out for that. So that is pretty much it for one of the final snapshots. We will likely not get any more new features. We're going to go into pre-release phase and see if there's any other major bugs, and then we'll finally be able to play 1.8 in all its glory. Hopefully you guys are excited. I am. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. This is your last chance if you want to go on Reddit or different areas and suggest any changes to these features. Like I mentioned, I kind of want that bunny's eyes to be fixed a little bit. But any last minute things, this is the final time for Mojang to change them before we go into 1.9. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at SwimmingBird941, and you can see when the videos are posted immediately. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the other Snapshot videos if you want more info on 1.8, and I'll see you guys next time for more Minecraft Snapshot news. Goodbye.